The nucleus is the control center of the cell. Nuclei are found only in eukaryotic cells. It contains most of the cell's genetic material, organized as DNA molecules, and a large variety of proteins to form chromosomes. You can relate the nucleus of a cell to the brain of a human because the brain holds all the information that the body needs, just as the cell nucleus controls it. Housed in the nucleus is the nucleolus. The nucleolus is composed of proteins and nucleic acids found within the nucleus of eukaryotic cells. Its function is to transcribe a ribosomal RNA and combine it with proteins to form ribosomes. The nucleolus can be compared to the light bulb in a lamp because it is the center of the lamp and produces light, which can be compared to the ribosomes that the nucleolus produces. The endoplasmic reticulum is divided into two different types. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum has functions in several metabolic processes. It synthesizes lipids, phospholipids, and steroids. It also carries out the metabolism of carbohydrates. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum can be compared to a baker because of the way that the smooth endoplasmic reticulum makes lipids, phospholipids, and steroids, just as the baker makes baked goods. The rough endoplasmic reticulum is studded with ribosomes that manufacture proteins. It can be compared to a factory because of the way that the factory manufactures products just as the rough endoplasmic reticulum manufactures proteins. The Golgi apparatus acts as a transport system for newly formed proteins. It also processes packages and stores the fats and proteins produced by the endoplasmic reticulum. The Golgi apparatus acts as a train that transports the new proteins and lipids that were produced by the endoplasmic reticulum and holds the things that are being stored. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It generates most of the cell's ATP, which is used as a source of chemical energy. It is also involved in controlling the cell cycle and cell growth. The mitochondria is like the engine of a car. It helps generate energy for the cell just as the engine powers the car. Chloroplast is only in the plant cell. It helps create the process of photosynthesis. It helps capture sunlight, which then creates energy for the plant. It also gives the plant its green color. Chloroplasts in plant cells work the same as a solar panel on a building. It brings energy to the plant just as a solar panel brings energy to a building. Vacuoles form from a piece of membrane that breaks loose from the cell membrane. It then stores substances in the cell. The plant cell has one major vacuole, and the animal cells have numerous small vacuoles. Vacuoles are like fat in your body. It stores what needs to be stored. Lysosomes are bags of enzymes that digest particles and bacteria in the cell. They work in conjunction with the vacuoles. Lysosomes are like garbage men. They take away the things that the cell does not need. The cytoskeleton is a skeleton contained within the cell cytoplasm. It is present in all cells but was once supposed to be unique to eukaryotes. It forms flagella, cilia, and centrioles and plays important roles in both intracellular transport and cellular division. It is made up of three types of protein filaments. Microtubules make up the internal structure of cilia, centrioles, and flagella. They also provide platforms for intracellular transport. Microfilaments are the thinnest filaments of the cytoskeleton and are thin and flexible and relatively strong. They are highly versatile and involved in muscle contraction in larger organisms. Intermediate filaments function in the maintenance of cell shape by bearing tension. The centrioles are only found in animal cells. They are involved in the organization of the meiotic spindle and the completion of cytokinesis. They are also involved in the organization of microtubules in the cytoplasm. A centriole can be compared to a project manager because the centriole makes sure that everything is in the right place during cell division, just as a project manager makes sure everything is in its correct spot during an activity. The plasma cell membrane is a watery substance that fills the interior of cells and suspends organelles in a cell. It can be compared to the jello in a fruit cup because just as the jello suspends the fruit, the plasma cell membrane suspends the organelles.